like anxiety provoking, but yeah, it's similar. It is definitely. But there's some things that are different, and some of it I'm just having to get used to because I'm not an iPhone person, so I'm just trying to get used to this iPhone. But I still have my regular phone because this one I just use at home on the Wi-Fi. But yeah. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Hey, Thrifting Vagabond. Hey, Seabell. Hello. This is my first show on VAMP. All right. Thank you, Amy. Have a good evening. My first show on VAMP, y'all. Chat is open to everybody. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. You guys ready for the raid? I'm ready. I'm excited. There is a good crew of people. That was Michael. Welcome in, raid. Hi. Welcome. Hello. Thank you for the raid. This has been a really fun train to watch so far. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate you. There's some fantastic sellers. I went through and I was checking out what they have in their shows today and tomorrow on the Blitz, and I was just like, this is exciting. This is really cool. So it's nice to meet you guys. Hi. Hey, Quirky. How you doing? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Nicole. I answer to Thrifty. I answer to Nicole, just not Nikki. Hey, Albie. And I do a lot of pottery. I do a lot of vintage planters. I do a lot of just things that are cute or pretty or just stuff that I really think is cool. And I'm just excited to be here. Vamp is and was my top place that I wanted to sell. All right, so y'all got me for 29 minutes, and then we're going to be rating. So we're going to do some quick auctions. I usually do 20, 30-second auctions. So I've got this really pretty, it's like a faux pearl bag. And I would normally do my auctions facing the other direction, but hey, how you doing? What's up, Bree? I would normally do it facing the other direction, but this camera, the phone, it like does this, and I don't want to give anybody a seizure. So this is running for $15. It is in fantastic shape, and it opens. It's not dirty or anything like that. It doesn't smell weird. It's got this cool little chain on it. I just thought it was really neat. And I like that you can make the chain different lengths. It's so cool. I don't normally pick up like jewelry or purses or stuff like that, but this is just really cool. And I did want to thank Michael and Misty for putting this on and allowing me to be part of it this time. I am super, super excited to be part of the Blitz. This is exciting, guys. I have wanted to sell live on here for months, and I'm glad I finally get the opportunity to be here with you guys. It's really cool. All right, so we've got a planter. This is a vintage planter. This is Shawnee. A lot of you know Shawnee, and you know that like their old stuff is not stamped or anything like that, but this one is not like from the 40s or 50s. I'm guessing it's from like the 70s, but I'm not 100% sure. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's purple. It has a drain hole down here, and it's in fantastic shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and run that. That is running for 45. And yeah, if you are watching anywhere other than VAMP, then you can always come on over here. Come check us out. Uninterrupted and commercial free, 100%. That is right. But yeah, I guess I'll just talk a little bit about myself while you guys are stuck with me. I appreciate you hanging out, and I appreciate the pre-bids. I had a couple of pre-bids. Thank you. It's always exciting to start the show and be like, yay! So I started reselling back in January of last year, 2023. And I started with a little bit of clothing, and I realized very quickly that I didn't like clothing. And my mom and my grandma had always taken me to antique stores and to flea markets and garage sales and stuff like that. And I've always had a love for vintage and antique pieces. So this is from Roseville, Ohio. This is Alpine Pottery, and it is from, oh, I didn't realize, 1997. Still younger than me, but it's just this really pretty strawberry dish pottery. I love vintage pottery. It's my favorite. It makes me happy. Yes, I do. I love pottery so much. So this is running for $12. No chips or cracks, no issues, and it is heavy. It is a heavy piece of pottery. But I was like, there's nothing more summery fun than strawberries. I originally picked this up because I was going to have a strawberry kitchen, but I've changed my mind. But yeah, so I started reselling on various platforms, and then I ended up landing on one platform in particular and just really having a lot of fun with it. And then I got an Instagram, and I don't sell on Instagram, but I just enjoy connecting with people who sell on all the different platforms on Instagram. And I like to tell people that, you know, if you are looking for a good place to connect with other sellers, or if you are a buyer and you like to connect with people in a more personal way, then Instagram is a really good way to do that. I'm just not a Facebook person. I have a Facebook, but I don't really use it. But yeah, it's just been really, really cool getting to know people and learning so much about vintage. Oh no, am I frozen? Oh, okay. And learning so much about vintage and just feeling like there's a wealth of information out there. And there's so many amazing people who are really helpful. So this is a vintage Japanese brass vase, little bud vase, and that is running for 10. It does say Japan on the bottom. I don't usually pick up brass, but I really love this piece. It's got a lot of cool patina on it. And whenever they come out with the, what's it called? Oh, thank you for your bid. It is a cutie. And when they finally come out with the Android app, I'm going to be so excited because I prefer to do, it does have a lot of character, I agree. I prefer to do my shows facing the other direction so you can see the details of the items. So I appreciate you being patient with me. Thank you, Michelle. Congratulations. This is coming to you. Yay! It's exciting. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. I've got a few things in my buy it now. I will run the auctions in order unless somebody yells at me. I can run whatever you want. This is so cool. And this is a milk glass vintage mustard jar. And it says mustard in English, but it also says it in other languages. But I think I was reading that it's from Germany, but it is so cool. Hinstingberg. I don't know. It's got like a cityscape vibe to it. It's really cool. Oops. Oh, okay, there it goes. That is running for $5. Thank you, Janet, for your bid. Cannot wait for the Android app so I can flip my phone around. You hear, District? We're waiting. We're waiting very patiently. But yeah. I have always been an Android user and an Android fan, so yay! Congrats, Janet. Congrats. This is awesome. This is coming to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks. Android for the win. 100%. I agree. Yes. I'm still getting used to using this iPhone, but we're making it. We're surviving. So this is a glass paperweight, and it's got a felt back on it. This was made in the 70s, and it has a print from William Morris. So if you know anything about, let's see, like old houses, you've probably heard of William Morris. You can still buy his wallpapers. He created wallpapers back in the like late 1800s. Fantastic, beautiful wallpapers. Go Google him if you have never heard of him. But this is one of his most famous ones. Come on. There we go. They cut out my favorite part from this wallpaper, which is 2 birds and some strawberries, and it's called The Strawberry Thief. So that is running for $18. It is glass. It is a paperweight, and it's in fantastic shape. I literally like squeaked when I saw this at the thrift store because I am a huge fan of William Morris, and I'm a huge fan of illustrated artwork from like the late 1800s. So yeah, look him up if you've never heard of him. He has some really cool stuff, and I have a friend who said she's going to use this wallpaper in her kitchen. I was like, yeah, I would too, except I'm not doing strawberries anymore. I'm going blueberries and pink flowers. I don't know why, that just, it feels more like me. So let's see. I've got a little metal trivet. Hold on. For some reason I put it over there. So I didn't realize this until very recently, but it glows. So I'll show you real quick. Well, I don't know if you can really tell. You can tell in the picture, but I was shocked. I was just like sort of, throwing my light around, and I was like, what in the world? Why does this glow? So this has stained glass, and it was absolutely filthy. This is running for $6. It was black when I got it. And so now it's back to silver again. Thank you for your bid. And Michelle, and anyone who buys more than one item, I will do combined shipping, and I will reimburse you if you pay too much. I already figured out how to do it, so I can successfully do it. And I'm super excited that we're able to do that. I'm like, thank you for giving us that flexibility. And it makes me feel like I'm more in control of what I'm doing, All right, congratulations, Michelle. This is coming to you. Thank you. You like, oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. My sister, she was an art major, and she was always telling me about what she was learning about. Thank you. And it was just really cool because I went to school for something completely different. So it was really cool to sort of live vicariously through her. And she's like, oh my gosh, look at this art and this art and that art. And whenever her and I hang out, we always go to like art museums and stuff. I love when she comes and visits me because I live in San Antonio and we have a lot of art museums here. And we'll go look and stuff like that. And then my husband loves art as well. So it's just, yeah, big art lover here. I love art. Makes me very happy. This guy had to pick it up because it reminds me of my grandma. So my grandma has one of these, and she got it in Alaska when I was a kid. So it probably was a souvenir piece. It doesn't have anything written on it anymore. You love San Antonio? I've lived here for like, gosh, 12 years now. I'm originally from Florida. But yeah, those little floating things, those are gold flakes, and I just thought this was really cool and I had to pick it up. So this is 14. And honestly, I would keep it, but I think I am inheriting my grandma's, so I'd rather have hers with the history. She's already given me a bunch of her stuff that I'm just like, I can't let go of it. Yeah, it is pretty. You just shake it up and I love it. San Antonio in the spring, yes. Like February is my favorite time of year because it's like the coldest time. And other than that, it is really warm here. Like lately it's been warm and I'm just like, ugh. Makes me thankful I'm going to Ohio here in the next week for the Springfield extravaganza. So if you see me, come say hi and come give me a hug, even if I look like this. I have like a resting witch face, so just ignore that. I promise I'm a kind, friendly person most of the time, as long as I'm not hungry. Yes, the extravaganza. I'm so excited. Gonna be meeting a bunch of people out there. So this is a wall pocket. And I was born and raised in Florida. So this is running for 12. No issues with it. I was born in Florida, but I currently live in Texas. San Antonio. I love this wall pocket. I think it's beautiful. And it is hand painted. You guys are going to feed me? Thank you. Just feed me and make sure I'm caffeinated and I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I might look grumpy, but I promise I'll be fine. Oh man. Dang, I would love to go to New York. That sounds awesome. Hot dogs and beer. I don't need beer. No, thank you. Aww. Like an ice cream cup. Yeah, that's what I love about the shape of it. It's like a different shape than you normally see in a wall pocket. I was like, that's cool. I gotta get it. Yep, we're gonna take good care of each other, Foulmouth, you and me. All right, so this actual piece is in fantastic shape. There's no issues with it. This is a planter. I'm pretty sure it's hobbyist. This, on the other hand, has some like damage to it, and it's kind of hard to show you. So you can click on the pictures and look at it. But there's like rust, and some of the pegs are broken. But it's still incredibly cute for display purposes, and it doesn't roll. So it is like this bright yellow. It is running for $8. It says ice. One of my friends here, she sold this to me. She's like, "Oh, I bought this years ago." And I was like, "Oh my god, I love it." The light is just not there we go. I know. It's adorable. So I try to find like fun, quirky, different planters. You know, some people like different. Yeah. I Google imaged it and I couldn't find anything that looks like it at all. So, and just the way that it was painted, I can tell that it's a hobbyist piece. You can see here on the bottom with the little things. So they had stuck it on sticks. They had stuck it on sticks and painted it on the bottom. But yeah, it's yellow actually. It's more of like a yellow. My lighting just sucks. And this phone. Don't kill me, iPhone. I'll stop complaining about the iPhone, I promise. All right, I'm gonna run a few more things. You guys got me for 12 more minutes before we raid. This has been really fun. Thank you guys for chit-chatting with me and hanging out. Oh, I'm like, where did it go? It's literally right there. It does look lime green. It does, but it is yellow. Very yellow. It's a pretty yellow color. That's why I always recommend having pictures, like more than one picture, because then if somebody's like confused, like, wait, what color is it? They can click on the picture and it's like, okay, that's a more true to life picture, you know? Because sometimes I show things on video and I'm just like, okay, it's not that dark of a color, you know? So, um, but part of that is the lighting situation, part of it's this phone. So I do apologize about that. I appreciate you guys being patient. As soon as they come out with an Android app, my video quality is going to jump significantly. But this is a really cool replica. So I can't pronounce this correctly, but it is made in Italy. So this is a vintage piece. I think it came from like the 70s. But this is what's cool about it. If you've never heard of, and you guys are like the perfect people to talk to about this, because you guys are here because you like antiques and vintage. So if you have never seen an antique Italian flask, go Google it, go look it up because they're so cool. They look like this, but this is a decoration. They look like this. And so back in the day, hundreds of years ago, they would legit use a piece of pottery that looked very similar to this. It would be painted and they would usually, I think, be bigger. They'd be a little bit bigger than this and they would drink out of it. And that's what they would keep their drinks in. I don't know what they drank. I think a lot of people drank alcohol back then because it was the only thing that was safe to drink. But this is like a decorative replica of it. Yeah, it was a lot bigger than this because, like, and it was hollow. This is pretty hefty. But yeah, definitely look it up. It's really, really interesting. This is just like a little nod to their Italian history, which I thought was really cool. So this is running for 18. I think the only thing that would make this piece cooler, in my opinion, is if if they had thought to put like a hole in it and then you could hang it. I think that would be really, really cool. But it does stand. The bottom is like not flat exactly, but it stands perfectly fine. It's weird. But I think I would probably hang it just like from here. Hey, Steel Bird. But yeah, I love history. I'm obsessed with history. I think it's really cool. And it's a big reason why I got into selling vintage decor because I am obsessed with history. Every time I find something like this, and I'm asking people like, "What is this?" and they're like, "I don't know." And then I start googling it, and I go down the Google rabbit hole, and I'm just like, oh my gosh!" And then I'm excited, and I want to tell other people. I'm like, "Look, look, look! This is so cool." You know, and you guys are the kind of people who, yeah, every piece tells a story. And y'all are the kind of people that would just, you get it. You understand why I'm so excited about it. I live for the deep dives. It makes me so happy. It makes my ADHD brain happy too. Okay. So, I love picking up pottery. This is also Italian, I believe. You know what? I meant to Google this. I meant to look it up because this might be Portuguese, and I keep saying it's Italian. Man. Darn it, brain. Okay, so I put Italian. It could be Portuguese. And if it doesn't sell, I'll go do the research and just verify it because it's just one of those things where you're like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And then you forget. But it is a plate. It is a decorative plate. You can hang it. It is terracotta and it's beautiful. There is like this beautiful crazing to it. And that is running. Oh, I didn't mean to do a minute. Okay, it's running for a minute. Sorry. The most interesting item I found. I found, I sold it a while ago, but I found a piece of vintage pottery by an artist. And the pottery, oh my gosh, what were they called? It was before Red Wing Pottery became Red Wing Pottery. They got like absorbed by them. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name right now. But it was bright orange and it was so quality, so well made, and I was just sort of blown away. I was blown away. Yeah, this is really cool. I love the colors. Oh, thank you, Anna. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, the colors are super vibrant. I love it. Well, next time I show it to you guys, I will let you know whether or not it's Portuguese or Italian, unless somebody else wants me to run it. But no worries, either way. My brain is like, it's Portuguese, but I put Italian, so we'll look it up later. But yeah, I have found some really neat stuff, and every time I find something, it just sends me on this deep dive. Even, some people will say like, oh, that's this, and I'm like, okay. And then I find myself reading about that item like so much more in depth than, if you had told me 2 years ago that I was going to be doing this today, I wouldn't have believed you. I'd be like, there's no way. Like, vintage stuff isn't that cool. I would have been wrong because vintage stuff is awesome. Hey, Mimi, how you doing? Oh, and I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mamas, all the grandmas, all the cat moms, all the dog moms, the fish moms, the plant moms. Happy Mother's Day. Okay. Did I not grab this? Oh, wait. It's a bin item. That's why. Okay. All right. Don't have to put the bin stuff in here, Nicole. All right. Proud dog mama. Pre-bid on the linen. Okay. We will run the linen next. Aw, your poopies. Your pooches are next to you. I was trying to say pooch and puppy. Oh my gosh. Okay. My cats have been laying on my lap all in my lap all day. I have 3 cats. So this is by Pride Ink. It has some staining here on the bottom that I cannot. I paused. Am I good? I think it's because District gave me a notification. It was like, would you like to do this? And I'm like, okay. Okay. 4 more minutes. So I cleaned this up as best as I could. It still has some staining on it. It is old. This is from like the 50s, guys, okay? So he is so cute. He's got a little bit of paint loss. And if you stick your nose up against him, you will very faintly smell cigarette smoke. But he had to sit in some coffee beans for about a month so that he no longer smelled like cigarette smoke. So that's a good trick. I was like, I can't put him in something that's liquid because then all of his paint would come off. Hey, Misty. I paused for a second and there was a commercial. All right, so this is running. Hi. Running for 26. Thank you for your bids. He did faintly smell like coffee. He doesn't really smell like coffee anymore, but just a good tip for you. If you've got something like this that it absorbs smells very easily, and you don't want to put it in something liquidy, like you can't spray it down with something because it's so fragile, the paint is so fragile on it, just stick it in some whole coffee beans for like a month and the smell goes away. It's really awesome. I did the baking soda in the freezer. It didn't work. It did not work for him. And I think it's because of what he's made out of. He's some sort of ceramic. All right, congratulations, Nana! Woo! All right, sorry, not sorry. He's not going to ask your permission. He's going to give you a kiss. Are you okay? You ready, Nana? You ready? Kisses. Yeah, if it has a face, it's going to give you a kiss. Coffee is better than cigarettes all day, every day. I agree. That was an awesome pickup. All right, y'all got me for 2 more minutes. Let me run the kitty cat, and then we will raid on the dot. Mother's Day gift. Heck yeah, I love that. So this is a, what do you call it? My brain's not working. It's a tablecloth. Oh my goodness. Hey, Classy Shack. So this is running. It's got the kitty cats embroidered on here twice. There you go, table runner. Thank you. This is the best thing about doing lives, guys, is that, yeah, they're my kitty cats. No, I'm just kidding. When I can't think of words, which is often, y'all just yell at me in the chat, and I'm like, yay! All right, thank you, Debbie. Congrats. Mwah. Mwah. That is yours. Woohoo! All right. Oh, man, this was fun. This was fun. Thank you. Thank you again, Misty and Michael, for having me here on VAMP. I'm so excited. This is hands down #1. This is a place I have been wanting to go live. I love your vibe. I love the people here. I've been watching shows and hanging out and just like, you know, stalking everybody's listings and everything. Like, I just love it. All right, guys, let's go raid. I appreciate y'all so much. You're awesome. Let's go. Have an awesome day, and I will get these out to you first thing tomorrow morning. All right.